Hey, what's up guys? Aris here. Today I'm going to share with you guys how this box, I'm not going to show you what's inside of here yet, but whatever's inside this box paid for my whole entire college tuition. So I'm a college student pursuing my accounting degree. I'm currently a junior, or about to be a junior. I start next week. And whatever's in this box paid for my whole entire balance that was left over after scholarships and grants. Disclaimer, I received a lot of money in scholarships and grants, so I guess you can call this video a little bit of clickbait. However, this item is still a very expensive item, and I thought that I would share this with you guys. If you guys saw my first video, you'd know what's in this box. I picked it up at a garage sale for $25. I think this is my most expensive sold item on eBay, and I'm just going to share with you what's inside this box now. So, as you guys can see, the box is right here. I kind of already took the lid off of it, and it's a Tumi watch. As you guys can see, I've always heard of Tumi like being a very like luxury brand for like suitcases, so I always thought like, you know, their suitcases could probably sell on eBay for like 50 to 100 bucks, or maybe even more if you get them cheap enough. Their watches have to be worth something. He was moving, you know, you could tell like he just wanted to get rid of stuff. He was selling his watch, and apparently this thing is actually brand new. He threw me a random price. He's like, you can have it for $25. I'm like, okay. I didn't even bargain with him anything, because I was like, this watch has to be worth something. I didn't know how to look it up exactly because I couldn't find the serial numbers, or I didn't want to take the time and look everything up in front of him, but I just knew $25 was a good price. When I went in the car and checked it out afterwards, there was actually this little flap right here, and under this flap there's a little price right there that says $550, if you guys can see that. And this watch didn't sell for that much, if I'm being honest with you guys, but it did sell for almost half of that. I actually had it up for around like $300 to $400 on eBay. However, I decided to put a sale on it to try and sell it faster, because I'll be honest, I had to spend like a good amount of money on college. So obviously I explained to you how this paid for my college tuition. It doesn't pay for my textbooks and everything, which is also going to be more money. However, this covers my actual tuition to go and study at college. I sold this item for $240 plus ship. It did sell through promoted listings though, so I did take a little bit of a fee or a hit on that. I'm not sure if it was like a 5% fee in addition to eBay's fee. However, $200 for this item literally covers my tuition, which was like around $250. It doesn't cover the whole entire thing, but it covers most of it. And I gotta say that it's just one of my craziest finds, and it's crazy how you can literally resell things online to get you through life. It doesn't matter whether you're in college, whether you're an adult and you're trying to pay rent. You can go to thrift stores, you can go to garage sales, and you can make that extra money that you need to get by, or to get you through things, you know? And as for me, for college this year, for those of you guys who don't know, I do have debt. I did take out student loans my first 2 years. It wasn't much. It was just a little bit above $8,000. But this year, I actually do not have to pay any student loans at all because of my scholarships and grants being higher. I have academic scholarships and regular and other grants and all that stuff. But that's besides the point. But what I can say is, do your best to try and stay out of debt, because it's the quickest way to be wealthy and make more money. In addition, I just want to share how important it is to have the ability to not get distracted and want to take loans and go into debt, because there's so many ways, like reselling, like literally a simple watch that pays for everything. Like, I can't tell you the amount of times that I found video games that are worth hundreds of dollars or almost hundreds of dollars, radios, CDs, DVDs, and just other random stuff, clocks, anything you could possibly think of. The more knowledge you have in this reselling business is the more you can go out and venture in and find new items. This is not going to be a super long video, but I just wanted to share with you guys how this one item paid for my whole entire college tuition. Well, whole entire college tuition. So I want to show you guys how I'm actually going to ship and package this Tumi box. This isn't my normal shipping area, first of all. It's actually my desk, but I thought it'd be the best place to film. So first of all, I'm going to use a priority mail 7x7x7 box. For those of you guys who don't know, you can actually get this box and a variety of other boxes for free from USPS.com, and if you go to free shipping supplies, they'll actually send it directly to your house. In addition to that, we have some bubble wrap. And also, disclaimer, for those of you guys who don't know, if you're new to the reselling business, I'm just going to share this real quick, but priority mail is anything that is over 1 pound. If it's under 1 pound, it cannot actually be shipped in this box, because this is only for priority mail. If it's under 1 pound, it needs to be sent in any other box that's first class, or in like a regular poly bag. But for today, this is actually a heavy watch, so it's gonna be going priority mail. So, first of all, what we need to do is we're gonna take this watch and we're just gonna wrap it around in bubble wrap. Jesus Christ, this is not my normal area, so forgive me if it takes me a little bit longer and doesn't look as pretty. But then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our scissors, not my usual scissors, but they're mini and they're gonna do the job. So I'll cut it. I don't think you guys can see that on the screen, but I'm gonna cut the bubble wrap real quick. It takes me longer because I don't have the right tools. And then next up, you're gonna grab your tape. So normally I wouldn't use a tape gun for this. I actually have a tape dispenser, but I'm just gonna take a little bit of tape right here, peel it off, take this over here from the bottom because you guys can see there's an excess flap of bubble wrap. You wanna make sure it's completely protected. And then next up, we're gonna take another piece and we're gonna put it on the long end. That's, jeez, I'm struggling here if you guys can't see that. I don't normally use this. But then we're gonna take this piece right here, we're gonna fold these flaps over and keep that protected there. And then we're also gonna do the same thing with the other side. There we go, that was a lot better. Just gonna take that like that. And then normally what I would do too is I'd actually build the box first, but I didn't. So that way I can see how much room is actually in excess. So I'm just gonna take the box. So we're gonna take this. Once again, we're gonna take our tape gun. I'm struggling doing this sitting down, so let me sit up. There we go, one side taped to hold it down, and then now we could actually tape the two flaps together. So then there we go, we have our box. And then what I also like to do is there's actually a little flap in here that stays open. So I like to take a little tape or a little piece of tape as well and just put it right in there along that crevice to make sure it's further sealed. And then now we're gonna just check how much of our item fits in this box. As you guys can see, I mean, this is pretty well protected, but I think just because they spent so much money, I'm gonna like extra protect it and put extra bubble wrap. I don't think I'm gonna wrap it around and tape it nicely per se, because I already wrapped it nicely, but I'm gonna take some extra pieces of bubble wrap, just like this, and let's just do, honestly, I think I'll wrap it around like this, but I'm not gonna tape it again because it's already taped and secure, so we'll just throw this like this and then throw it in the box like that. So as you guys can see, this is actually pretty secure. I could go around like this and it's not going to move anywhere. And then now I think I'll just add like a little bit of bubble wrap right here on the left side and the right hand side. Not much, just I would say like little pieces just to fit right here. This is actually perforated down the middle, so it's nice about this bubble wrap. For those of you guys who don't know where to get bubble wrap from, I learned it from Harry Tornado, and the best place is actually to get it from American Bubble Boy. I used to order my bubble wrap on Amazon, and it actually cost me cheaper on American Bubble Boy. It's $35, and they can literally come here either next day or 2 days. 2 days to get to your house. They'd ship. I usually get 3,500 square feet, which is 4 gigantic rolls of this. I know you guys can't really see, but it's gigantic. And I get it for $35. So next up right here, get back to the shipping. Gonna push that in here. We're gonna push that in here. And now we're just gonna seal this shut. Excess tape on my fingers. And then now, let's just tape this down all the way across. And we're going to tape it once again along the seam. And if you guys want to, you don't have to do this, but if you want to just make sure it's extra protected, you could actually seal the sides right here as well with tape, so that way no air or anything could get in. I mean, nothing's really going to get in anyways, but it's just for extra protection. I'm struggling over here. And then tape it shut like that. And then what I'll do next is I'll actually put this in one of my 19 by 15 poly mailers. So you don't have to do this, but I prefer to because I think it just looks nicer. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the shipping label on top of that. And for this item, I'm going to drop it off at USPS. Normally, I would not actually drop this off at USPS, but since it's such an expensive item, I actually will go to the post office and make sure I get a receipt and tracking right away. So with that being said, what I usually do if I don't like drop an item off at USPS if it's super expensive, what I'll do is I'll do a package pickup from my house. You can actually download the USPS app, and you can hit schedule pickup, and depending on the amount of packages you have or the weight, you can literally have, I don't know if there's a limit to the amount of packages. However, there is a limit to the weight that they can pick up, which is 70 pounds, but I've never exceeded it once, and worst comes to worst, you can always put 2 different pickups on 2 different days, but that's the amount of weight that your packages can weigh for a pickup in one day. But you could schedule a pickup right from your app, and they will literally come to your house and pick it up for you, which saves you a trip and time to go to the post office. So I'm gonna go finish packaging this up. I'm gonna throw a label on it. It's just crazy to me how one item can sell for so much money. It literally pays for my college tuition, which literally baffles me. I'm not also not doing that to try and brag or anything. It just wants to show that there is money in reselling. I know a lot of you guys who are actually going to watch this are either people who are already reselling or people who just want to dive into it and they don't really know where to start. The best thing you can do is literally just try to learn as much as you can by either watching these videos. Like I used to watch other YouTubers to learn at first, like Part-Time Pickers, Harry Tornado, Phoenix Resale, Retro Rick. There's a lot more like Cincinnati Picker, and I don't know, there's just so much more. But anyways, the more you can learn, the more you can earn. The more you can learn, the more you can earn. Oh my god, I sound like one of those motivational speakers. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and please have a good rest of your day.